engaging fathers, restoring families, and breaking chains.
A mother's love makes the world go round.
But a father's love has far more reaching effects. Research has shown that the impact of whether a father is present or not is often the sole predictor of successful outcomes for children in life.
Further findings show that children who have both parents involved in their upbringing are 10 times as likely not to use drugs, drop out of high school, or engage in illicit behavior.
But you don't even know him. He's not like what you think.
It doesn't matter, young lady. He's too old.
Too old? Dad is 5 years older than you. He's only 3 years older.
Sweetheart, it's not about age, but maturity level. You're 14, he's 17. He's only interested in one thing.
One thing. But boys my age are so silly and immature.
Because they're supposed to be. Girls tend to develop a lot faster than guys. Emotionally, physically, but that does not mean you're ready to date someone who's older. Trust me, I was 17 once myself. I know how they think.
Fine. I won't talk to him anymore.
If only
it were that simple.
Yet these difficulties can be much more easily avoided if the presence of a strong and nurturing father figure is evident in a young child's life.
I hope she understands.
In time, she will.
When fathers are out of place, blurred lines cause families to disconnect, which leads to dysfunction, disease, disappointment, disaster, and sometimes even death.
But fathers who are engaged break the chains of
Lies, lust, and disobedience.
Studies tell us that roughly 90% of all incarcerated parents are fathers. Their offspring, approximately 2 million strong, represent the textbook definition of at-risk children. As a result, this young man is acting out, getting in trouble, failing school, and is unknowingly getting a position for that prison pipeline.
About that.
It's one thing to be angry about losing your father due to illness, mortality, but it's a whole other thing. It takes it to another level when that father is present somewhere else, but not in the life of that child.
I wish I could get him for 5 minutes in the room so I could express to him exactly how angry I am about what he did to me.
Their egos can't deal with the fact that they've been abandoned.
Because I didn't deserve that.
It's when we do not deal with the unresolved pain, wounds, scars, and trauma of our childhoods that it's going to come out in an unhealthy way.
All of us express anger and experience anger, but let's face it, men tend to act on their anger faster than women do. It's just a fact.
Daddy, what's up? Will, I'm glad you're here. Some business came up I gotta handle. So we're gonna have to put our trip on hold. You understand? Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Just for a couple of weeks. I understand. Yeah. Maybe a little longer. Yeah, whatever. Look, I'll call you next week and we'll iron out the details. Okay? Yeah. It was great seeing you, son. You too, Lou. Yeah,
I'm sorry, Will.
You know what? Actually, this works out better for me. You know, the slimmies of summer come to class wearing next to nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Will, it's all right to be angry.
Hey, why should I be mad? I'm saying, at least he said goodbye this time. I just wish I hadn't wasted my money buying a stupid present.
I'm sorry. If there was something that I...
Hey, you know what? You ain't got to do nothing. I feel like, ain't like I'm still 5 years old, you know? Ain't like I'm gonna be sitting up every night asking my mom, when's daddy coming home, you know? Who needs him? Hey, he wasn't there to teach me how to shoot my first basket, but I learned, didn't I? Hey, I got pretty damn good at it too, didn't I, Uncle Phil? Got through my first day without him, right? I learned how to drive, I learned how to shave, I learned how to fight without him. I had 14 great birthdays without him. He never even sent me a damn card. I ain't need him then and I don't need him now.
Will.
Nah, you know what, Uncle Phil? I'm gonna get through college without him. I'm gonna get a great job without him. I'm gonna marry me a beautiful honey, and I'm gonna have me a whole bunch of kids. I'm gonna be a better father than he ever was. And I sure as I don't need him for that, because that damn thing he could ever teach me about how to love my kids. How come you don't want me, man?
The father gets word about his son's behavior and writes a letter from prison to apologize as he regrets his bad choices that are now negatively impacting his child.
From the time I found out you were my son, from the time I found out you were conceived, I was proud to know that you are my boy.
I'm your father.
Growing up, without.
It is up to me to pass on to you something that I, when I was a child, wasn't privy to. My father wasn't there for me, and I never knew him. I had no concept of whom to emulate, no role model to look to. Everything I learned about being a man was thrust upon me by my environment and by my situations. But you, son, you can make it.
I'm proud of you.
I want you to be equipped with the knowledge and wherewithal to make the right decisions. I didn't want you to use me, not physically being in your life, as an excuse to fail.
I'm sorry.
I needed you!
Son, this isn't easy. There is a part of me that feels like I've betrayed you. My hope was to do this face to face, but given my current situation, that's not possible. And now, my prayer is that my words will help guide you on your way to becoming a man.
Forgive me?
Look at me, I'm nothing without you.
Son, every time I think of you, I hate my situation more. I've made a lot of mistakes. I can never change that. But God knows my heart. He knows I love you dearly. He knows you are a good son, and I'm proud to be your father.
I love you.
I love you too, Dad.
But, son, let me put it to you like this. Do you know where the richest place in the world is?
America.
No.
Well, not America anymore.
The cemetery.
Dad, come on. Everybody knows once you die, you don't get to take anything with you.
True. But many people take things to the grave with them.
How?
If you die with what's inside of you, those hopes and the dreams that we talked about, then you take those things with you. Everything that you have, all of your gifts, all of your abilities, all of your talents. Son, I've seen it over and over again. And I just keep saying to myself, that can't be my son. I cannot let that be my son. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, Dad. I understand. Let's start.
So,
a father's presence should be felt regardless of where he is. Instead of a fatherless generation, let's father a generation.
Engaging fathers.
Restoring families.
Breaking chains. There is power place, blurred lines cause family disconnect, dysfunction, disease, disappointment, disaster, and sometimes even death. The fathers who are engaged heal and restore their families while breaking every chain for the present and coming generations of their children.
And then their eyes met.
There was no denying that she caught his attention.
And that smile of hers.
He wasn't sure exactly why, but she was different.
Hey man, she's checking you out. She is so fun.
Oh girl, he is so cute.
I wonder if she easy.
I wonder if he's a player.
Ignoring his friends, Tony slowly walks over to Tamia.
What's up?
Hey.
What's your name?
Tamia, and yours?
Tony.
They stare at each other.
Yeah, Tony can see that there's something special about her.
Her eyes, that smile.
Your eyes. That smile. Beautiful.
Thanks, but what happened to your leg?
I fell for you.
Well, my ride's here. I've gotta go. Nice meeting you, though.
You too.
She turns to leave.
Tony knows he must do something. How will he see her again?
You think he would ask for her number.
Get that number, boy. Yes?
Can I call you?
Sure. That's a yes.
She takes out a pen and writes her number on his hand.
And then something almost stupid comes out of Tony's mouth.
One day, I'm gonna give you something special.
I'm not that kind of girl.
Nah, that's not what I meant.
Then what did you mean?
Tony hesitates, but he knows he must say it. Everyone leans in to listen.
What did you want to give me that's so special?
My last name.
Wow, Tony's words touched Tamia's heart to the core.
He didn't want her to leave.
Good night.
Good night.
Tony couldn't get her out of his mind.
So the next day, what do you think he did?
He called her.
No.
She called him.
Can we tell the story?
He calls to meet with his father.
His father?
Yeah, his daddy, his papi. Y'all got a problem with that?
Pardon the lady. Tony meets with his father.
Dad, I know you're busy, but I need to talk to you. I'm working on something right now, son. I can take long. What's going on? I found it. You found who? The girl of my dreams. And how you know she's the girl of your dreams? The same way you knew mom was yours. Son, that was different. Exactly. Keyword different. She's different from other girls. I just feel it. But you just met this girl. You know nothing about her. I know that she's
different.
Alright, son, well, I can tell that you really like this girl, but take some time to talk to her, find out what her goals are, what she likes to do in her spare time. Son, I just don't want you to
rush into anything.
Get that, Dad? And always, treat her like a lady, even if she hasn't been taught how to be one. And son, I know that being in college makes you feel independent and grown, but if you take her on a date, do just that. Jump her back home. Understood? Alright, I get it. No sex on the first date. No sex, period. I'm just kidding. Son, I don't want you in a situation that will prove too difficult to that other. Keep me posted.
Tony took his dad's advice.
Even though his friends had plenty of advice of their own.
Man, you need to get some of that.
Yeah, you know, I will.
Ain't nobody getting nothing. What's wrong with you? Nothing wrong with me. I just don't feel like you have to have sex with every girl you meet. Besides, I'm waiting till I get married.
Married?
Yeah, married. My father always taught me never to take from a girl what belongs to a future husband.
That's deep.
I'm gonna treat her right, even if she ain't the one.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Grandma, Grandpa, is that all that happened?
No, that's just how we meet. After that, we continued our education. I majored in business law, and your grandfather, he majored in computer science.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be attracted to a woman that'd give me a run for my money. My father always taught me to be the caregiver and provider, but this one made that difficult.
Just tell them about the first date.
I'll do better than that. I'll tell them about our courtship. We met at a party. It was like a dream.
The wedding was amazing, but you know what's even better than that? The fact that our love has lasted so long because of the relationships our parents showed us when we were little.
My father looked out for his future even way back then.
And my dad was always my hero, even when I didn't realize it. But that wedding.
Man, that wedding was amazing. And your dress, breathtaking. All of our friends and family were there.
Wow, I can see it now. to bear witness first to the covenant of purity that is making possible this covenant of commitment between Tony and Tamia. Oh, you guys can sit down. This couple demonstrated their faithfulness way back in college. They were very fortunate to be in the mature, healthy relationship and marriage education class sponsored by More Than Conquerors, Inc. Let's show some love for More Than Conquerors. In the mature classes, they were given knowledge and tools that helped them to establish healthy relationships. They learned key elements such as personality types and how that plays out in building healthy relationships for successful living, the 10 basic ingredients necessary to establish a healthy friendship, the 4 common signals that identifies a relationship that is in trouble. They learned about the importance of money management. Lord knows I should have took that. They learned the skills of talking and listening. They learned how to increase the opportunity for a happy and lasting marriage by growing in emotional maturity. This included the importance of saving the sexual experience for marriage, learning how to communicate, how to resolve conflicts, and how to give and receive love. Today, they will give to each other the promise rings of purity and commitment as they now pledge faithfulness to one another. Who gives this woman to be married to this man?
My wife and I.
Over the time that I've worked with this couple, I've had the privilege of getting to know both families. I want to personally and publicly honor both of their fathers for providing godly guidance, direction, wisdom, and discipline, for that is the foundation of their relationship. Tony, I know you've been waiting for this moment for a very long time. You may now take your ride. Tony, I noticed that you are still on those crutches. Let's just say that he never got over falling for Tamia. Marriage is an honorable estate, instituted of God, and therefore is not to be entered into or taken in lightly or unadvisedly, but reverently, discreetly, soberly, and in the fear of God. If any man can show just cause why this couple may not lawfully be joined together, let him speak now or forever hold his peace. I require and charge you both that if either of you know any reason why you may not be lawfully united in matrimony, confess it now. There being no reason, Tony, will you take Tamia as your wedded wife to live together in the holy estate of matrimony with constant affirmation of love and devotion? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, and forsaking all others, keep only unto her so long as you both shall live?
I will.
Tamia, will you take Tony as your wedded husband to live together in the holy estate of matrimony, to be the mother of his children and his companion? Will you love and respect him, comfort him, honor and keep him, in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, and forsaking all others, keep yourself only unto him so long as you both shall live? I will. Take her hand. I am reminding you that the hands offered by each of you are an extension of your whole self. Cherish the touch, for you give your whole self and you receive another. Be sensitive to the pulse, which represents the very life of your beloved. Now, Tony, I want you to look her deep into her eyes. Don't repeat after me. I, Tony,
I, Tony,
now leave my father's house
now leave my father's house
to make covenant with you, Tamia,
to make covenant with you, Tamia,
to be my wedded wife,
to be my wedded wife,
to have and to hold
To
from
have.
this day forward,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer,
for better or for worse, or for richer or for poor,
in sickness and in health, to love and to
in
cherish,
sickness and health, to love and cherish,
till death do us part according to God's holy ordinance.
to death do us part, according to God's holy ordinance.
And I give myself to you.
And I give myself to you.
Now, Tamia, just as he did, I want you to look that brother right into his eyes. Yes, I feel it. I, Tamia, now leave my father's house.
Now leave my father's house.
To make covenant with you.
To make covenant with you.
To be my wedded husband.
To be my wedded husband.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
For better, for worse, for richer, or for poorer.
For better or for worse, for richer or for poor.
In sickness and in health, to love and to cherish.
In sickness and in health, to love and to cherish.
Till death do us part according to God's holy ordinance.
Till death do us part according to God's holy ordinance.
And I give myself to you.
And I give myself to you.
May I have the rings, please? These rings symbolize two lives brought into one. They are the symbol of the covenant. With it, we create life together. May the rings which you are about to exchange be forever the symbol of the unbroken circle of love. Love freely given has no beginning and no end. Love freely given has no giver and no receiver. For each is the giver and each is the receiver. May these rings remind you always of the vows you've taken today. Okay, now repeat after me. With this ring, I be wed.
With this ring, I be wed.
And to you only will I keep myself.
And to you only will I keep myself.
So long as we both shall live.
So long as we both shall live.
Yeah. Repeat after me.
All right, my fault, y'all.
Okay. Here. Tamia, repeat after me. With this ring I be wed.
With this ring I be wed.
And to you only will I keep myself.
And to you only will I keep myself.
So long as we both shall live.
So long as we both shall live.
For as much as Tony and Tamia have consented together in holy wedlock and have witnessed the same before God and this company, and thereto have engaged and pledged themselves to each other, and have declared the same by joining hands and by giving and receiving rings, I pronounce that they are now husband and wife. I'd like to make the profound announcement that this is going to be the very first kiss. Unlike most couples, they saved everything for marriage. So let's rejoice with them as he kisses his bride for the very first time. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Tony and Tamia. Mr. and Mrs. Tony and Tamia do not want to leave here today without knowing just how important fathers are in the lives of their children every day. Ms. Flip, the director of the Mature Project, will now come and share some closing remarks.